Hello everyone, this is Momo coming to you with another Nikke video. So today we got the update on the Christmas Ludmilla. We finally know what her skill kits are, as well as her typing. So she's going to be a water type attacker with machine gun. The ammo capacity is at 300 and the reload time is a bit longer at 3 seconds. However, this is made up by the 5.86% attack damage ratio for her normal attacks. This is the second highest in the game currently for machine gun, I believe. With the first one being Modernia, but because Modernia is Pilgrim, they tend to have a higher ratio to begin with in terms of normal attack ratio. So now let's look at her skill kit. Her skill 1, the Queen's Gaze. It activates after landing 60 normal attacks. It affects the target and causes them to take 12.56% more damage for 3 seconds. And then additionally, it deals 158.43% of final attack as additional damage. So this is actually really good because she has a machine gun. 60 normal attacks is actually like really quick. So she gives an increased damage taken debuff to the target, which would be really useful in boss fights. And then the 158.43% additional damage is also really good. Our average is out to be like about 2.6 something percent per shot. So, and any additional damage is welcome. There is also another passive which activates with the same amount of normal attack, 60 hits, and it reloads 20 rounds of ammunition. So this means that even though she has 300 ammo capacity as a base, she will actually be able to shoot for a lot longer than regular machine gun units because of this reload. And if we add the reload cube, the one that reloads I think 3 shots per 10 shots or something like that, that cube, so add these two together, she'll be able to shoot for a lot longer. And potentially if you give her some more ammo capacity lines, she could possibly never have to reload during any like significant moments, which is actually really good because more uptime equals more damage. Now let's move on to skill 2, Snowstorm. So activates when hitting the core for 60 times. So note that this is a core hit, not just any regular attack. And 60 times it affects the target and deals 109.64% of final attack as damage. So again, this is also just additional damage, but this is like related to the core. So if the enemy has a core, then Ludmilla would be able to do even more damage per 60 shots. If there's no core, then unfortunately this first part of her skill is pretty much useless. So her passive effect on skill 2 is activates at the beginning of a full burst and affects herself and gives herself 14.6% crit rate for 10 seconds. So this is not bad. It's nothing crazy, but it's always good to have some extra crit rate, because crit damage is still extra damage, even though it's not like super strong in this game. Now let's look at the burst skill, Guiding Lantern. The cooldown is 40 seconds as usual for burst 3. And it affects herself, gives herself 62.54% attack for 10 seconds and 67.2% reload speed for 20 seconds. So this is actually really strong of a buff, but I mean for good reason, because it only affects herself. So unfortunately it's not a party buff, because that would be insane if this was a party buff. But even for herself, this is actually pretty good, and it actually makes her pretty self-efficient, because the two skills and the burst added together, this is actually like a really complete kit for Ludmilla in general. All you really need is some extra lifesteal and she would have everything, but we don't really need that right now. So yeah, in general, like the attack buff is almost like a litter buff, except it lasts twice as long. And the reload speed thing is actually really good, because keep in mind her reload time is 3 seconds, so getting a 20-second reloading buff, that's pretty significant. Because I mean, like, you know, even with the reload, you know, the ammo reloads, and like, you know, with the cube and stuff like that, I mean, like, yes, she could shoot for a long time, but I mean, eventually she's gonna have to reload. So with this, you know, like, if you get a good enough timing, you know, she would not have to wait 3 seconds to reload and start shooting again. So, you know, this is actually pretty good. And overall, I would say her kit works pretty well together. You know, like, everything revolves around hitting something for 60 hits, and it, you know, gives you like pretty easy to achieve conditions to gain some, I would say, pretty good buffs and like damage, extra damage dealing. So, you know, Christmas Ludmilla is gonna be pretty strong. I would say, like, she's probably like a little above average in terms of DPS. Like, obviously she's probably not gonna beat Modernia or anything like that, but she will definitely be stronger than, I think, our current roster of machine gun units, if we do not count Modernia. In terms of comparison to all the other DPSs we have right now, I don't really know yet, but I would take a guess and say that she's probably pretty high up there. Like, mostly because she is a machine gun unit, and especially if there is a core on the enemy. So yeah, I really look forward to her getting released. I think she would be worth a pull, at least one copy, you know, as usual. And if she actually turns out really good, maybe even more than one copy. So yeah, I think she is usable in most teams except last hit teams with like Privity that cuts ammo. But then she will work with Bunny Twins. I think she will work very well with Naga and Tia if the enemy has a core. So she could, you know, like, take full advantage of the core damage as a machine gun. And I think, yeah, so overall, like, I think the design, the skill design is actually pretty good this time. Nothing really weird or out of the ordinary. You know, and I think, yeah, I think she is gonna be worth a pull when she gets released. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think she is good, or do you guys think she's not worth pulling? Yeah, let me know in the comments below. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when this Christmas event is released. So yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye bye now. Bye bye.